It is time for football. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end... Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback, a day 3 pick in the draft this past April.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll go with a counter on first down. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And his guys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy. Let the offense unfold. Trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. I'll give on the ground, and he's going to have a 1st down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground and play it safe, pick up the 1st down. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every staff in the league that understands it, we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. A gain there of 27 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line. 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up second and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
A 3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's a 3-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So on 4th down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
The visitors' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case,
pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
The throw on the run is complete. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play. 2nd down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Handoff here, up the middle, to be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
That one taken in for the score. That touchdown, number 1 for him on the year. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw batted away and incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw, taken in. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. This one intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The visitors' offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st. That's over the middle and intercepted. And this defense will take over following the turnover.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the 1st half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we send you cross country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan coaches as our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. The third quarter begins with a run. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Now they'll set up to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
This one, returnable. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. And that is incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
So now this team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game, and when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense, and I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up, and when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. A gain there of 10 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Results in a first down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 21-yard line.
He'll drop the throw. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
This one, oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate. That one good for 26 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, faking the give. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in for the touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the visitors are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Visitors 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. This team's offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with first and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
Just take what the defense is giving you. Just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. To the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the visitors move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now from the gun. There's that man again. Another catch. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
I think they saw something earlier in the game that showed some vulnerabilities in the deep defensive coverage. Then the execution, not only for the route runners to be in the right spot, but then for the quarterback to find his matchup, find the space in the breakdown of the coverage, and put that ball on target and lead to the big game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Throwing right, it's taken in. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It is picked up by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now he'll run. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. We'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially when he wins that race to the edge. And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And yes, that'll get it. 1st down, marked at the 30. A good run will keep this drive going. Off the play fake. He'll look to... And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Here we go, set.
We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come fourth down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
So the field goal here gets you the late lead. But you got to think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw to the end zone. It's intercepted. And the visitors are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to give ground and lose yardage here back to the 6. Slot man in motion left. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On 4th down, out comes the punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be 1 step ahead of them.
We're all set to kick this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Result is a 1st down.
From the gun, here's a handoff. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 6. Tight end going in motion here. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Up the middle they go. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.